But thank you guys so much for having me on here today. I love working with you guys. You guys know how much you mean to me, and I'm so excited for our partnership. So Karina asked me to do a presentation on UWM loan tools. As most of you guys know, I can go over 300 things, but I'm going to try to keep the topic uniform. And I'm going to kick this off with really what we've been focusing on this entire year. So I don't know how many of you guys had a chance to watch our CEO do a webinar in January where he said, or he believes, in order for us to be successful this year, 2023, there are going to be 3 things that we as loan officers, brokers, AEs, everyone that needs to be obsessing over. And he kind of summarized this thing, and hopefully you guys can see my screen okay, but he summarized it on 3 things: dominating the client experience, investing in yourself, and building and extending and deepening those core relationships. So I'm going to kind of go over in details with these 3 things and how this ties into pro rankings and why pro rankings matter to you and matter to UWM. If you guys have any questions along the way, you're in the driver's seat, stop me or save them till the end, whatever it is. But I'll try to do my best to do this as quick as possible. And then any other questions you guys have, you can always call me or we can discuss. So here's what pro ranking is. Pro rankings is our new way of basically looking at these 3 things and how we're going to measure loan officers on their client experience, on investing in yourselves, and on deepening those relationships. So and I'm going to have this throughout the presentation on what we're really looking at and which of these tools ties to specific focus that we're really focusing on. So as you notice on the bottom, Pro Elite is where you want to be, where I want every single loan officer I work with to be, because there are many perks, and we'll go over those perks in a little bit. So client experience, as most of you guys know, I talk about this all the time, ultimate loan submission, and you guys have the most amazing processing and operations team. Literally, everyone that comes out here from my other accounts, I always talk about the process at TMS because it's flawless. So client experience, it's the biggest thing. Obviously, we all know, and Matt talks about it all the time, every loan we do now, we're going to do again 2-3 times in the next couple of years. So it's really important that we dominate the client experience and extend it. And one of the ways we look at it is by ultimate loan submission. So last year when the data came out, we were closing 60,000 units a month. We measure these things, and clients that use ultimate loan submission end up shaving like 8 days from submission to CTC and eliminating 1 full touch. So this is available on every single file, conventional, FHA, USDA, jumbo. It's not available on DSCR and bank statements, which we're not going to go over there. It's not a big majority of the business anyway. But you guys are familiar with this screen. I don't have to go over every single one in detail. The one I did want to focus on is the exact rate one. We just recently made a change where we will accept a floating or a locked loan for exact rates. You won't get the check mark until the loan is officially out of underwriting. And the reason being is our underwriters have to verify that it was truly an exact rate on the documents. Exact rate is anything off of the 8th increment. And the reason I really like this one is unless you're partnered with UWM or some of the other lenders that do offer this, especially for government loans where later on you can do an FHA streamline or a VA IRRRL and you have to meet that tangible benefit where you have to do a rate reduction. You can do exactly to the exact rate versus going down a full 8th, and that's your competitive advantage. So that's the one I want to focus on. Another one, and I know this is silly, but for example, for your Home Ready or Home Passable or Borrow Smart programs where you can only run DU or LP. I know this is maybe extra 2 minutes up front, but maybe float it on a conventional product first, run 1 click, and then choose DU or choose Home Ready or Home Passable. Just to get that credit, the benefit of an ultimate loan submission, as you guys know, you'll get 2,000 loan officer partner points. But if you do some of the tools inside the ultimate loan submission, such as Bolt, you'll get another 1,000 loan officer partner points. And you guys do an amazing job on this. I thank you so much. In my opinion, I think the biggest one is the CD at initial, just because we don't have any exceptions at the end since we do have a process in place that works. But if you guys have any questions, we can touch on that a little bit later. So that's the first part of client experience. And if you guys see my little key on the top, 75% of the loans submitted through UWM on an individual loan officer level, if you're getting 75% of them as ultimate loan submissions, you'll get your 25 points towards the pro ranking score. Remember, 70 is to get you to elite, so you're almost halfway there. The next one is client experience, is the loan officer partner points. We're really focused on using your points to help you grow. So some of the things we look at, are you sending your borrowers gifts? You can literally, these are you guys can see the pictures. These are some of the examples. Every loan officer that joins CMS will do a complimentary gift for your very first loan. And then some of the swag that you guys can also order. And I believe when you place the order for the swag, I believe you can only do for 12. So if you're looking for 12 t-shirts, that's the way to go if you want to share with another loan officer. I know I get that question a lot when I have clients out here. And you guys see the points. So closing gifts, thank you cookies, and swag. So you guys might know some of these familiar faces, but SuccessCheck. So this is one of those investing in yourself. One of the ways we're looking at is coming out here to visit us. I know you guys have seen most of these faces, I'm sure. So they can hopefully let you know why it's a benefit. One, you get to meet me. I love that. It's my favorite part. So I'm looking forward to meeting the rest of the team. But and this is something I don't know, not everyone knows, but we've expanded these classes. So not only do we offer processing, broker owner, experience LO, initial LO, now we have, you can bring a real estate agent to UWM. Now we have social media classes. Now, if you're looking to go into leadership, we have leadership excellence. We have so many courses. So check it out under Grow Your Business SuccessCheck. You can see all the different courses we offer. So that way I don't have to name them all right now. And then if you come out here once, you'll see you get 15 points. And that's once a year. So it's easily doable. Don't forget, we'll cover all your expenses. So your flight and the hotel is taken care of. You just have to maybe do an Uber or share a shuttle or whatever the case may be. And next one is UWM Live, which is coming up May 4th. This is one of those events that it's not covered by UWM. So you guys, whoever is interested in coming out here, I strongly suggest you register and book your reservations ASAP because we are getting pretty booked. So here's the team last year. Super exciting and awesome to have him out here. So actually, last year I wasn't able to hang out too much because I was working the booths. So this year I'm working the booths in the morning so I can hang out with you guys throughout the day and the evening. So hopefully you guys can come out here. It's awesome. You guys can see the agenda on the website. We have 4 panel speakers coming out, so 4 of the top loan officers across the country speaking. We have Matt, and then we have Tony Robbins doing his thing like he was here last year. And then at nighttime, it's a little bit of fun. So it's not your classroom work. It's more so collaboration, networking, and fun. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys again this year and some new faces as well. This is a big one. So this one is watching videos. This is one of the ways to invest in yourself. So every month, Matt sends a video at the beginning of the month to kick off the month and kind of foreshadow in his 3 points. Every Wednesday, we have our weekly sales huddle. A lot of you guys have been a part of it. And that's usually if we announce a new product, new process. Usually that's the meeting where these things happen. So you can watch them live directly from your email. And then he also does a video recap at like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, 1:10, between that time frame. He sends a quick fast break video, like a 2-3 minute video recapping the meeting. So you guys have so in the whole month, you need to watch 3 videos to get your full points towards the pro ranking. The reason I like this one, it's industry knowledge. So obviously you guys know in the last month, I mean, there's so many guideline changes, loan level pricing adjustments, FHA reduced MIP, VA funding fee, cash out seasoning, all these things go out. This is just a good resource to keep you guys informed with industry updates, UWM updates, and it just helps you, be an expert in the field. So, and then the last one I want to touch on, and this is really good for like newer loan officers, the bottom corner, we have a UWM Partner Academy. It's right on the website. It's 84 different videos. I had, I believe, I don't know if Keith is on here, but last week he was asking me about some FHA stuff. I'm like, go to Partner Academy. It was a 16-minute video of all FHA basics, like literally, because if you ask me that question, like, where do I even start? There's so much to know. So this is a quick 16-minute video recapping. The cool thing is there's bundles. When you guys complete the bundles, you get loan officer partner points. So you're investing in yourself and we're rewarding you on top. Next up is deepening core relationships that Matt talked about, that he really does believe this is what's going to separate us and make sure we're set up for success. And I know we're going to do a whole another presentation on Brand 360 in April, so I won't go over it too much, just because we'll do it on one call. But as you guys see on my screen, it's a 3-in-1. So you can do any type of flyer, completely branded to CMS, to you guys as loan officers. You can do marketing calendar, so you can set up your entire April in 15 minutes. You customize the times and dates that work for you guys. And then the last piece is Client Connect. So every loan you guys close with UWM, we will monitor on the back end. We don't have a retail presence team. So if you have a client pulls credit, if we think there's enough equity in the home to get out of mortgage insurance, if it's their birthday, their loan anniversary, if they put their home on sale, we notify you so you can reach out to your client immediately and get in front of them. We all know time kills deals. So if you're the first one reaching out, especially if there's an incentive in place, like such as, you know, the control your price incentive, you have a reason to reach out. Someone pulled their credit. You have a reason to reach out and not make it seem like, hey, I know you pull your credit. You know, you can use, hey, I wanted to reach out. Hopefully you have settled into a new home. I just want to check how things are going. If you have any friends or family, I do have a limited time incentive. I can cover your appraisal, however you want to spin it. You guys are the experts, but that is Brand 360 in a nutshell. And then the last one is talking to me. I enjoy talking to all of you guys. Honestly, I don't have time to just call and waste my time. I work with 93 individuals. But honestly, when I call you, for the most part, I know we have a little bit of fun, but most time I call you guys, it's industry updates, your lock expiring. It's something that's structuring a loan. Maybe there's a home possible to borrow smart or whatever the case may be, or flipping a file to FHA versus whatever it is. I try to reach out to provide a little bit of value and let you guys know what's new at UWM so you can take advantage. All it is 20 minutes. I know it's pretty easy, honestly, for a lot of us. We go way over that, but you know, if we can make that, you know, obviously I would hope everyone takes my phone calls, and I think we don't really have any issues. If you do, let me know. You know, not going to be mad about it, but hopefully we can get the 20 minutes a month so you can maximize your points for this portion. And then, so why pro rankings? This is the key. You guys know, to kick off 2023, we gave every single loan officer 125 basis points to utilize to help you grow your business. That's because we were switching the ways we were looking at accounts from a production and a quality of work standpoint. So to kick it off, because we didn't have everything ready, we just gave everyone 125 basis points. But moving forward, Q2 and beyond, it has to be earned. Now, you can earn it on an individual level and an account level, like a CMS, an account level. So I'm just going to focus on individual level for this sake. Any further questions, you guys can call me how that account level works, but I'm trying to keep the presentation pretty uniform so I don't waste anybody else's time. So control your price. If you're pro elite, so all these things that we talked about, if you can get 70 points every month, you're pro elite. If you're pro elite for 3 months and a quarter, you alone will get 50 basis points to use. Keep in mind, we have the incentive where any loan under $200,000, and that's a total loan amount. So if it's a FHA or VA loan, make sure you're looking at the total loan amount. We will match whatever control your price incentive you're trying to apply to the loan. So if you want to do 15, we'll give you another 15, a total of 30. If you want to do the max 40, we'll give you another 40, a max 80. So that's a huge, huge incentive for the borrower. So it's important because my goal is to get everybody pro elite for the 3 months. And there's certain, sometimes I'll reach out towards the end of the month, like I will today and maybe next week, and see what I need to do to get, I don't know, Rachel, I see on my screen, get Rachel 5 points, I'll just try to reach out. I'll text you guys, I'll email you guys, but I would really like it if we can at least try for everybody pro elite, because I know you guys can do it. Honestly, even if you don't do a loan a month, but if you come out here for SafeCheck, you still have a way of getting to 70 points. So that's one of the benefits. The next benefit is turn times. If you guys see my little bottom left, these are posted as of today. Right now we're underwriting loans super, super fast, but business is picking up. Yesterday was our biggest production month in 7 months. So it's trending in the right direction. Obviously pro elite, you get best of the best. And I know sometimes even pro basic is probably better than a lot of other lenders in the country, but I just don't want to rely on pro basic when I know everyone is capable of being pro elite. So that's big. And these things, these turn times right now, 1 and 1, probably with increased volume and units, that's probably going to go to 2 and 1 at some point, like it always does. So I just want to make sure you guys are getting the best of turn times that we offer. And the last one is findamortgagebroker.com. So this is directly linked through Brand 360. So when I do the presentation on Brand 360, I'll make sure I include this. But I put in the zip code today, and Amanda was on the front page. Keith was on the front page, and I can't remember, there was one more on the front page. I should have screenshotted, but so this is important. The reason why our welcome desk gets over 1,000 phone calls every single day. And like, hey, I'm looking for you know, a loan in Virginia Beach. Who do you have? We don't have any loan officers in-house. When I first started here 6 years ago almost, we had 5 loan officers who would do employee loans. And then that changed about 3 years ago. So even me, I had to go through an independent local mortgage broker to get my own mortgage. So we don't have any in-house. So if we get the phone call, our welcome desk goes to findamortgagebroker.com, puts in the zip code, and pro rankings drive where you appear and Find a Mortgage Broker, because we want to give that borrower a great experience. So if you're on the front page, you're more than likely UWM's Pro Elite client. You know how to use the tools and technology. So we always look. And then you guys, and if you want to save this number, I have it on here. If you want to save it as UWM Hot Lead, make sure you pick it up, because if you don't pick up, our team will go directly to a new loan officer. So we want to do a warm transfer. So I actually just had a success story. I don't know if Michelle's on here, but she's met my broker, Joel. He just had a Find a Mortgage Broker MLB Braves player, $900,000 loan. Literally Find a Mortgage Broker, closed it in 6 days, and now he has like 3 referrals from the baseball team. So all he had to do is be Pro Elite and pick up a phone. I'm not saying that happens all the time, but we get so many phone calls. So I want you guys to be on the front page if possible. And the next few slides, I'm just going to go over briefly some of the things we offer, because again, I wanted to keep the topic pro ranking, because that's been the #1 focus at UWM this year. So you guys are probably sick of me talking about it, but Boost, it's a product of Brand 360. The 2 biggest things I like is the Agent Connect and Lead Connect. Agent Connect, what it is, and you guys can do this on your own. Agent Connect, we have a team. So if you want to pay $250, our team will call realtors in your area that are partnered with retail loan officers only, and they will connect you. Once an in-person meeting is scheduled, you get charged the $250. So you don't get charged until you have a physical in-person meeting at a coffee shop. From there on out, it's on you guys, obviously, to sell yourself, differentiate yourself, and try to earn their business. But I've had so many success stories. Actually, Matt, our CEO, has talked about one of my clients in Florida numerous times on stage, because, I mean, literally, he's built his business, and every time he closes a realtor referral, he invests money back into Agent Connect. So you guys can also cold call yourself, or you can pay $250, and we'll have our team do it for you. Lead Connect is, we have 4 different lead sources you can buy. The latest, and in my opinion, greatest, is Purple Lead Source. It's conventional government loans, purchases, refinances. The cool thing is you don't get charged unless you have a 2-minute phone call happen with that lead. So a lot of times, you guys know, if you're cold calling, and I was a loan officer myself at one point, if you're calling and like, no, not interested, well, you don't get charged the $55 or the $85, depending if it's a purchase or refinance, unless a 2-minute phone call happens. So if this is something you guys are interested, we have a whole team I can direct you to, and they'll do a presentation on their own specifically tied to lead source and how that works. So that's one part, Boost. And actually, I don't know if you guys remember, this was rolled out at AIM last year. So Partner Service is another really good team. So if you're looking to expand your licensing, a technology, if you need just one-on-one schedule on marketing, something that's way beyond, you know, what I can handle, there's a Partner Services email. If you're looking for any of these 3, we have literally a team of experts that will help you guys. So that's just it in a nutshell, or you can just type on the source Partner Services to get this information yourself. And the last one is SafeCheck. So I'm pretty sure, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, Arrive does allow you to pull soft pull in Arrive, correct?
Yes.
And run AUS?
I don't think we can run AUS with the soft pull.
Okay. So you can't? Okay. So SafeCheck, what it is $10 you can pay. This is a broker fee up front, and it's not refundable. You would pay $10 to get 1 credit score, or $23 to get all 3 credit scores, and you can run AUS. So that's the cool part. You can qualify somebody. Now here's the thing, and I want to be very, very clear. If it's if it's $10 one and it's 1 credit score, be mindful if that score is at 635. There's a good chance when you pull the tri-merge, the client doesn't qualify for UWM. So So just be mindful of that. If you do the $23 one, you get all 3 scores. They're the same scores as a tri-merge, unless something literally happens in those few days before you pull a soft pull and a tri-merge. So, keep that in mind, but you can run AUS, you can get an appraisal waiver. And the cool thing is now you have the certainty that the borrower qualifies. Now they can go shopping. You can combine it with Bolt. You guys are familiar with Bolt. Do the credit, do the AUS, and literally have a conditional approval ready to go to make maybe your borrower's offer to a real estate agent a little bit more appealing, knowing that you have their credit, you have their AUS, and you have a conditional approval to list the conditions. And as you see, not available on government loans. I know that's in the works, but this is an awesome chart over here. And this is what I really wanted to show. This is on the source. If you just put in best practices for pooling credit, so import the loan, run SafeCheck, liabilities will transfer over. That's the awesome update. And then I don't know if you guys have heard of opt-out pre-screen, but if you direct your borrower, hey, go on opt-out pre-screen, they get opted out of trigger leads. So you guys have had your credit pulled in the last year, I'm sure. You get 50 phone calls in 3 days. This is a way, so you pull the soft check, you have them go on opt-out pre-screen, and then when you guys are ready to do the tri-merge, it takes about 5 days to process. Then they don't get bombarded with a million phone calls, people trying to undersell them and cut their fees just to win the deal. And then you just proceed as normal, pull their tri-merge, submit the loan to underwriting, get it clear to close, and move on to the next one. So this is an awesome tool. The opt-out pre-screen is awesome, and it's $23 cost. But, to me, it's like that way, up front, well, hey, $23. I would probably, this is probably maybe more so for Karina and Deshaun, how many credit pools do you guys pull and how many of them don't qualify? What's the ratio? Because, we have accounts that have hundreds of loan officers. So if you're pulling 100 credit reports and only, 20 qualify, instead of doing the tri-merge, maybe you want to do the soft one first just to save yourself on the overhead. So that's honestly all I have for you guys in a nutshell. I could talk about a million things, but I wanted to keep it uniform, as pro rankings is a big, big, big focus of ours. So what questions do you guys have for me? Don't be shy.
Olja, if we want to do the SafeCheck, we pull that in UWM, correct?
Correct. So you guys know in the AUS screen, there's a use existing. There's a little bubble that says SafeCheck.
Okay.
And it will bring up prompts like, hey, are you sure you want to pay? It's non-refundable. It's a one-time charge. And then that's how you do it. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you guys can do AUS and Arrive. So I wasn't sure. I'm like, I don't know if this will be too much benefit, but I'm glad I brought it up because AUS is big.
I had a question on the Find a Mortgage Broker for visibility. Was that only eligible for Pro Elite?
No, nope. It's just your Pro Elite brokers go towards the front 1, 2, 3 pages. So when we have a hot lead, we want to work with brokers that are Pro Elite because they typically, if you're Pro Elite, you're using the tools to really provide an ultimate borrower experience. You can be Pro Basic. You might not be, nothing against the loan officer, but you might not be on the first page because we want to make sure that experience is awesome.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And that generally only pings you for one state, right? Whatever your highest state is. Is that correct?
That information gets pulled from Brand 360. So whatever disclaimers and licenses you have in Brand 360, it will ping you for those states. And it's awesome. You guys, I get calls all the time telling I got a lead from findamortgagebroker.com, and then I get the report and I always reach out just to see how the experience was, and you never know who you might get. So, all right. Anybody else?
Thank you, Olja.
Thank you guys. Anyone coming out here for UWM Live?
There might be a few, Olja. We're wrapping that up. Sorry, it's Melissa. I'm not on camera.
Hi, Melissa.
I apologize.
No, you're good.
Yeah, so there might be. So for further notice to you will come.
Sounds good. Thank you guys so much. Thank you so much for everything. I appreciate you guys. If you need anything, please reach out.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.